I dare you to comment your favorite WWE champion of all time down in the comment section below. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today I'm going to be drafting a WWE 2K20 universe mode filled with nothing but WWE champions. My number one pick will be The Rock, and he will start off as our WWE champion. But if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button today because one, is absolutely free, and two, you can unsubscribe at any point in the future. And can we hit 800 likes on this video? I think we can. Following The Rock, I feel like it's only apropos to pick Stone Cold Steve Austin. Number 3, give me the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Is it an Attitude Era universe? No. Because with my next pick, I'm going to take John Cena. Not only John Cena, but I'm also going to take Roman Reigns, the big dog. You know what? I mean, Jon Moxley technically never won the WWE title, but Dean Ambrose won the WWE title. It's the same person. I'm picking Jon Moxley. Give me the rated R superstar Edge. While we're over here in the East, go ahead and give me Eddie Guerrero as well. I feel like I really want to see what Seth Rollins would do in this universe mode, so we're going to go ahead and pick up Seth Rollins. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Dalton, Rey Mysterio only held the belt for under an hour, but you know what? That was a long hour, so Rey Mysterio, come on through to the championship brand. Mrs. Foley's baby boy has done it again. Mankind has been drafted. I'm just kind of curious at this point how Hollywood Hulk Hogan would do in a universe mode filled with all these new superstars. I mean, let's go ahead and throw Chris Jericho in there too. I feel like if I don't throw Brock Lesnar in here, it wouldn't be a real draft. And while I might not like him, I know a lot of you do. Bret the Hitman Hart, come on through to the roster. I'm actually really curious how Batista would do in this universe mode with the roster we have, so I'm picking up Batista. I low-key forgot that Bray Wyatt won the WWE Championship, so I'm going to pick up the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I gotta pick up Randy Orton. I mean, he was the former WWE Champion after all. And I can't grab the former if I don't grab the current. Give me Drew McIntyre. It's kind of crazy to say this, but AJ Styles was the WWE Champion before, so he's coming to this brand. Probably one of my favorite WWE Championship wins in recent memory. Kofi Kingston, welcome to the big brand. And I mean, you know what? While we're over here, give me Kurt Angle too. Jeff Hardy winning the WWE Championship at Armageddon was so sweet, and he comes over to this big old brand. I feel like Daniel Bryan's WWE Championship runs never really got a good shake, if you will, so bring Daniel Bryan over to this brand. I'm picking up Triple H, but I'm gonna grab Triple H 2001. I want to see what Triple H with the long hair can do. And in the same vein, I am picking up Undertaker 2002 because if y'all don't know, that is my favorite incarnation of the Undertaker. He's about to be styling and profiling in this universe mode. Give me the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. I want for the last pick to take Jinder Mahal. I know y'all are probably like, what? Dalton's picking up Jinder Mahal? But yeah, I think Jinder Mahal might tear it up in this universe mode. Just so we can get our records tracked properly, we're gonna pick this custom WWE Championship. It's the updated spinner design, if you will. I believe this was made by Simon Welf as well. And like I said, we're giving this championship to our number one draft pick. The Rock is the first WWE champion of this brand. For the division, we're obviously just throwing everybody that we just selected inside of here. The game is going to automatically do the rankings. I am not going to touch the rankings at all. We're also going to throw in a Money in the Bank briefcase for the WWE Championship because I think it needs to happen. I think we need a Money in the Bank holder during this sim. So with everything in our universe mode now set up, let's go ahead and simulate to the first pay-per-view Money in the Bank. So as we have arrived to Money in the Bank, I am only simulating, guys. I'm not booking anything. I'm not doing anything with the results. None of that business. Tonight, we are just looking at what is happening. And today, Shawn Michaels has defeated Ric Flair in the opening contest of Money in the Bank. Moving forward, Stone Cold Steve Austin has defeated Kurt Angle. We have Seth Rollins winning the Money in the Bank briefcase in a stacked Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of talent. Moving forward, Brock Lesnar has defeated The Rock for the WWE Championship. And then John Cena won an 8-man ladder match for nothing. Maybe it was for like a number one contendership or something. I don't know. know, but what I do know is we have a new champion. Congratulations to Brock Lesnar. All right, I have skipped to Extreme Rules, which is our July pay-per-view, and what a match. Mankind is booked against Brock Lesnar in an Extreme Rules match for the WWE Championship. Hey, I think the favor is in Mankind's hands, but let's see what's gonna... Oh my goodness. Mankind just defeated Brock Lesnar in an Extreme Rules match to become the WWE Champion. No champion has retained their championship yet. Moving forward, though, Rey Mysterio does defeat Jeff Hardy. Ric Flair defeats Jinder Mahal. We see Daniel Bryan defeat Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre defeats John Cena. Hollywood Hulk Hogan defeats Batista. Seth Rollins defeats Roman Reigns. Kofi Kingston defeats AJ Styles. And Jon Moxley defeats Stone Cold Steve Austin in the main event. What a feud that would be. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SummerSlam. We kick things off with Ric Flair losing to Bret the Hitman Hart. Moving forward, Chris Jericho has lost to The Rock. Mankind has lost to Undertaker, but it was non-title. Did Mankind get cashed in on during the middle of the sim? Seth Rollins loses to Jinder Mahal in an Extreme Rules match. Edge loses to Kurt Angle. We have Jon Moxley losing to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Kofi Kingston lost to AJ Styles. Randy Orton defeats Daniel Bryan. Drew McIntyre defeats Roman Reigns. Hollywood Hulk Hogan defeats Batista. Brock Lesnar loses to Triple H. And in the main event of the evening, John Cena defeats Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hell in a Cell. Randy Orton kicks things off as he defeats Roman Reigns. We move forward. Jeff Hardy defeats Stone Cold Steve Austin. Jinder Mahal loses to Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre has defeated AJ Styles. Rey Mysterio defeats John Cena. Kofi Kingston defeats Daniel Bryan. Ric Flair loses to The Rock. We have Brock Lesnar winning the WWE Championship back from Mankind. And then Hollywood Hulk Hogan defeats Jon Moxley in a Hell in a Cell match. The month of October is here. It is Super Showdown. We kick things off with Shawn Michaels battling Ric Flair in the land of Murphs, if you will. John Cena defeats Rey Mysterio. Jinder Mahal defeats Roman Reigns. We see Drew McIntyre defeat Randy Orton. Hollywood Hulk Hogan defeats Jeff Hardy. We then have Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating Jon Moxley again. What a feud that would be. Moving forward, though, Kofi Kingston does defeat Daniel Bryan. We see Brock Lesnar retain the WWE Championship against Mankind. After that, we got AJ Styles defeating Seth Rollins. It's The Undertaker, though, in the main event of the evening, defeating The Rock. It is now time for the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Mankind and Brock Lesnar did not have a title match. I wonder if someone cashed in. Nevertheless, Chris Jericho loses to Kurt Angle. We have Jeff Hardy losing to Rey Mysterio. Roman Reigns does defeat Drew McIntyre. Triple H, Daniel Bryan, Ric Flair, and The Fiend defeat Batista, Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, and Jinder Mahal. Now imagine if the game would have automatically booked Orton, Batista, Trips, and Ric Flair on the same team. Imagine if we would have saw Evolution in a Survivor Series match. I almost said Elimination Chamber. Nevertheless, Kofi Kingston does defeat John Cena. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Hollywood Hulk Hogan. AJ Styles defeats Seth Rollins. And then The Rock defeats Jon Moxley. It is now time for tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my. We kick things off with Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating Roman Reigns in our opening contest. Kofi Kingston does defeat Drew McIntyre afterwards. Undertaker defeats Jinder Mahal in what I was sure was a classic. Chris Jericho does defeat Kurt Angle. Moving forward, though, Rey Mysterio defeats Randy Orton. We then have John Cena defeating Triple H. Hollywood Hulk Hogan defeats Jeff Hardy. Shawn Michaels loses to Bret the Hitman Hart. AJ Styles loses to Seth Rollins. Ric Flair does defeat The Rock in a ladder match. And in the main event of the evening, Jon Moxley wins the WWE Championship as he defeats Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. It is now time for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Who's winning the Rumble? Who's going to WrestleMania? And can Jon Moxley keep that WWE Championship? What we do know for certain at the moment, though, is Randy Orton has defeated Kofi Kingston. Drew McIntyre did defeat Daniel Bryan as well. Kurt Angle has defeated Chris Jericho. Hollywood Hulk Hogan does defeat Jeff Hardy. We then see Rey Mysterio losing to John Cena. AJ Styles loses to Jon Moxley for the WWE WWE Championship. The Fiend Bray Wyatt does defeat Shawn Michaels. Ric Flair defeats Stone Cold Steve Austin. In the main event of the evening, we have a men's Royal Rumble match, but who won the Rumble? It was Kurt Angle. So right now, Kurt Angle has punched his ticket to WrestleMania, but who will he be facing? Nation Chamber pay-per-view is here. Kofi Kingston does defeat John Cena. Shawn Michaels defeats The Fiend Bray Wyatt. The Undertaker defeats Mankind in a no-holds-barred match. We have Jon Moxley somehow, someway retaining the WWE Championship inside of the Elimination Chamber, and then we have Roman Reigns defeating Drew McIntyre. Bret the Hitman Hart does defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin, and in the main event of the evening, The Rock wins another Elimination Chamber match, but this time there was nothing on the line. Welcome to Fastlane. This is the last pay-per-view before we get to WrestleMania. Let's find out what's gonna happen. The Undertaker does defeat Bret the Hitman Hart. John Cena defeats Randy Orton. We then have Jinder Mahal defeating Shawn Michaels. Hollywood Hulk Hogan does defeat Jeff Hardy. We then have Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating Chris Jericho. Mind you, Jericho has now lost to both of the people he beat at Vengeance 01. I'm just putting that out there. Nevertheless, Daniel Bryan does defeat Kofi Kingston here at Fastlane. Jon Moxley defeats Seth Rollins, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is Mr. Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship. We have The Rock defeating Rey Mysterio. Drew McIntyre does defeat Roman Reigns, and then Brock Lesnar defeats Ric Flair in the main event of the evening. So now we know it'll be Jon Moxley versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to WrestleMania. This is the last pay-per-view of this sim. Let's find out what's happening here as John Cena does defeat Randy Orton in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Rey Mysterio then defeats Jeff Hardy in a normal match. We have Daniel Bryan defeating Kofi Kingston at WrestleMania, and what I'm assuming is a WrestleMania rematch. Nevertheless, Drew McIntyre loses to the big dog Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Hollywood Hulk Hogan has defeated Batista at WrestleMania in what was a rivalry match. Stone Cold Steve Austin loses to The Rock at WrestleMania. They booked Rock and Austin at Mania. You love to see that, 100%. Ric Flair defeats Brock Lesnar. What? Oh my goodness. I just got like PTSD flashbacks to when they faced off during the Ruthless Aggression era. It was a beautiful sight to see when Brock obliterated Ric Flair. If y'all remember that match, comment down below. Let me know. But in the main event of the evening, we know it's Kurt Angle, it's Jon Moxley, and Jon Moxley somehow, some way retains that WWE Championship. So now that we have gone 1 year into this WWE 2K20 Universe Mode Sim, let's take a look at our championship history for the WWE Championship. We started off with The Rock, our #1 draft pick as the WWE Champion. He lost that championship to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar lost that championship to Mankind in an Extreme Rules match. I remember that much. Brock Lesnar, though, won the belt back from Mankind, and then Jon Moxley defeated Brock Lesnar. Times earned, Brock has been a 2-time champ, clearly. Who has held the belt the longest, though? I believe it's Mox. No, it's actually not. Brock Lesnar, because of his 2 reigns, has held the belt for a total of 133 days, but Jon Moxley, off of just 1 reign, has held that championship for 128 days. That is a big feat, if you ask me. Seth Rollins is still Mr. Money in the Bank. He never cashed in, and with Money in the Bank coming up ahead, you gotta think he's gotta cash in at some point, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up the video for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as always and forever. Take it easy though, guys. Peace!